All right, we are picking back up on getting the motor into the EK. So I kind of got all this banged out off camera because we had a lot going on with this car. And I just had to basically go over a bunch of kind of gay stuff. I had to fix threads that were all broken and it was really annoying. So I was just doing a bunch of that off camera and stuff. But I got everything hooked up. I got my oil feed line ran and through my timing belt to the alternator bracket, back through there, nice clean, got good flow, got the oil return set up. I had to pull off the cold side to actually get it nice and tight down here. So I like doing all this stuff when the motor is outside of the car because I have a lot more access, get into hard to reach parts like this oil return. So, and then like back here, I was able to get all my lines ran. Like all these would be kind of like, this is for my oil pressure gauge. That'd be hard to get to if I was like inside the car trying to go underneath it, trying to get it in there. I got all that set up now, so pretty much the motor's ready to get dropped in and just get the harness hooked up. Harness ain't gonna be going on for a little while. So yeah, we're getting back into it. I decided to switch over to a coil and plug setup, so that kind of pushed it off a couple days, and just had to fix a couple more things that pushed it off. But I got the catch can lines ran, we got them ran. So basically everything's all ready to go. One of the last things that we do need to do is get the wastegate lines all plumbed in, but I figure I'll just do that when it's in the car, so I can figure out where I'm gonna mount the boost controller and stuff like that. So yeah, she's ready to go. I got the intake all set up. I have a bunch of ports on the back, so I'm just gonna basically block off everything up here so I can run everything under here to make it more of a clean look. So brake booster is probably gonna go here. That's the most big hole. So brake booster, and then there's going to be something for the fuel pressure regulator, boost gauge, and then figure out what I'm going to use the other one for. Don't know yet. I think I had all four of these planned out where they're going to go, but I took a couple days off and I don't remember no more. But I think I got those all figured out. It'll come back to me sooner or later. So basically, the main thing that we're going to be waiting on is for me to redo the harness and stuff. Not super excited for it, never been a wiring guy that much, but doing more tunes, I've been getting forced to do more wiring jobs, and it's not so bad now. I'm actually kind of starting to like it, so we'll see how this harness turns out. I'm gonna have like this ghetto VTEC wire going through here, so I'm gonna cut all of this up and re-wrap it after I get all my like boost control wires ran through there, my VTEC wire, whatever extra wire I need to get ran through there, like all my coil and plug wires and stuff, all that's going to be wrapped and tucked. So it's going to take some time, especially since I've never done something like that before. I plan it's going to take at least probably a weekend or maybe just a full Saturday of just getting at her. But yeah, as soon as the motor gets put in there, then we can start working on getting the fuel lines ran and getting other stuff knocked out. Long block is complete. Don't think nothing else can go wrong, but we'll see. Got most of the coolant lines already ran, so I just need to hook up the heater hoses and the radiator hoses. Yeah, she's ready to go. All right, we are getting the motor put in the air. So it's got some mounting spots set up. Now we are lifting it up. The GoPro batteries are dying a lot right now. I think they're starting to go bad or something. So I don't know how long this video is gonna last. I'm on the last battery right now with 2 on the charger. So hopefully this one will last. We'll see. Making progress on the motor. Just running into some clearance issues with everything hooked up. Definitely scratching a little bit of paint, but we're trying to do everything we can to save the paint. Definitely could have probably threw a few more coats of clear coat over it to try and toughen it up a bit, but it is a spray paint job and I'm definitely still learning on how to paint stuff, so oh well. But yeah, she's getting close, just having issues with this mount over here, so we're trying to pull that off. This mount's almost good to go on. T-bracket's pretty good. Can't really see back there because it's dark, but yeah, it's going good. We're both wrenching away, getting shit done. All right, a few days later, work has been kicking my ass and now school. But anyway, motor is in and the harness is hooked up. I went over the harness and kind of cleaned it up a little bit. So I rewrapped it in this to make it more clean. And I kind of rerouted some things, kind of cleaned up all the plugs I did not need. So that's cool. Started getting coil on plug set up. So I got that. Right now I'm working on getting the fuel system set up. So we got two 525 pumps that is going to be ran by this Grams dual fuel pump hanger. So my first time ever setting one of these up. It's definitely taking a little bit of time, but this fuel system does make my head hurt because there are so many fittings that need to get involved and like directions, and like I got all these fittings to try and make everything work. I thought I was fully prepared. I was not at all. And now when I'm trying to put it all together, I'm like, oh shit, I need this, that. Anyway, so I'm waiting for three fittings to come for this. And then, actually, I don't even need this because, so I bought this Y adapter because I thought there was gonna be two -8 fuel lines coming to this Y adapter. But if you look at this is the bottom. So the fuel pumps get mounted underneath here and then it converts it right there. So here's the top, what it's gonna look like on the top. So I got a fuel return spot for right there where it says out, and then my fuel feed is where it says in. So it's confusing, I know, it makes my head hurt, and then it's my first time doing this, so I'm just trying to get it figured out now. But anyway, I've ordered 6 different fittings because I keep running out of stuff. I'm paying for 2 days shipping, and then I'm like, oh shit, I need some more, so I order some more, and it's a shit show. But it's coming along, and I'm more than happy. I'm actually stoked. I can't wait to see how all this looks. We have a Weldon fuel filter. Just got the dual pumps set up. Got it all wired in back here. 2 525 pumps. Pretty happy with it. So now, since we got our fuel pump set up, I just need to go get a new gasket for this thing for the fuel pump. All right, a couple more things done on the car. We're just kind of skimming through it right now. So we got the coils set up in the car. We got the distributor cap delete. I just installed the coil on plug inside the ECU. Ran a couple wires over here. These are my new ignition wires now. Soldered those in. So yeah, ECU things are done. And the car's getting pretty far, just getting close to doing fuel lines and stuff now, just waiting on some fittings and whatnot. So yeah, just getting close. All right, we're back again after a long time. Laptop was down, so we're not able to record and upload, but we are back. A lot of stuff is knocked out on the car. I don't really know where we left off, so I'm just gonna kind of go over what I've done off camera. So since the laptop has been down, we got pretty much everything hooked up. Fuel lines ran, wiring done, bunch of fucking wiring. So we'll start over here. So I got all the wires tucked over here for the headlights and wideband. So I had to extend everything over here. And then this is my wideband wire right here. Ran that down the front of the car through here. around up here. So when it's got a front bumper on, we'll not be able to see it. Comes down to this plug over here. So it's nice and clean. And then that's gonna come under here. So it's not gonna be sticking out that much. And then for fuel, we got two 525 pumps in the rear. And then we got Aeromotive fuel pressure regulator. And we got -8 fuel feed line, -6 fuel return line. And then we got a welded fuel filter right there coming up to the rail. So the fuel line is nice and tucked. It just goes straight down there, back up there. Nice, good flow. Got 2200 cc injectors. And of course, all the turbo stuff is hooked up. Wastegates are not plumbed in yet. And yeah, we got some coilovers on. We got K-Tune Pro 1 Street, K-Tuned something 1, fucking coilovers. And then we got some RPF 1s on the front with the 245 tire. Just kind of seeing how they mock up, seeing what we have to do. We had to cut a little bit of the fender up here, and we're gonna have to cut just a little bit more back here so we can trim. Oh yeah, this car had a hole in the fucking gas tank, so we filled it all up with gas, started it up, and it all poured out the fucking bottom of the tank. So my buddy, my partner, pulled off the gas tank, fucking welded it back up, poured some fresh corn in there, and it ain't been leaking since. So fuck yeah, big shout out to him for that. So I did not want to pull that tank. That's when I was like, man, this car is pissing me off. And he's like, man, I got this, chill. I was like, all right, fuck yeah. Some more wiring over here. And I had to redo a bunch of fucking wiring on the car. So like I wrapped in the loom right here and fixing the fucking IAT sensor right here. For some reason, I wasn't getting any signal to the ECU, so I ran a new wire straight there, and then it fixed it, and then the ground fucking went out. So now I have to run a new ground for this sensor, and I don't know why it's having so many issues with it, but for some reason it is. But I know what it is now, so I can fix it.
What'd they say about your headlight?
They said, man, they said I gotta buy a new pair and send these ones in to get a refund. Bullshit,
Come on.
So,
What kind of headlights are those? Let them know.
So,
that's messed up.
we started this car, let it fucking idle for a bit, right? And this headlight fell apart on the inside.
They still got the plastic on it.
Yeah, then they're so brand new, they got the plastic and they're already falling apart. So these headlights are from protuning.com, I think I got them from. Anyway, I fucking shot them a message about these lights, and they told me that I need to buy a new pair to send these in. And I thought that was pretty fucking corny of them to do, because like that's a fucking defect as fuck. So I don't know, they're not that good about backing up their product and whatnot. So GoPro's a little dirty, huh? So yeah, this is just talking and catching up, I guess. Let's go to the inside of the car. We got a switch mocked up for the fuel pump, so when this switch gets flipped, we can hear the fuel going pretty crazy back there. Got wideband wired in, oil pressure working. Oil pressure is great. I was fucking revving the car and it was going fucking over a fucking 100. So I've never seen oil pressure that good in my life, but I love it. Boost gauge up there. See if I can get some light back here. Show the rest of my fuel system. So I got this hanger installed with my fuel lines. Here's my -8 fuel feed line. This is my return. That's -6. But yeah, that came out pretty clean. Love it. So yeah, basically I just gotta figure out why it's not idling so good right now. It was doing great. Then it just kind of fucking shut off and died. And then that's where we found the fucking vacuum leak there. And so we took it apart and fixed it. And it's my first time setting up fucking coil on plug, running a 2200cc injector, cammed car, a cam that I'd agreed. So there's stuff that I'm trying to overthink, but I just gotta let all that stuff not get to me. It was running great at first, so it's something simple, probably just something with the tune. You know, I gotta mess with the injectors. I know fuel pressure was at around 60 psi at first, and I had injectors set up not to run at that fuel pressure, if that makes sense. They were a little bit more low, and it ran amazing. So maybe I need to bump the fuel pressure up just a little bit more. It's just stuff that I have to play around with and learn. So that's what this build's all about. It's for me to learn how to do all this stuff. I mean, it's fucking stressing me out, but I mean, it's coming along pretty good. Some other little things. Painted and clear coated this. Got some fancy skunk 2 hoses set up, and man, this lens is fucking dirty, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it on the car. We got catch can lines ran here. So pretty much the whole goal is to just get it running, idling. Once it's idling and good, we got most of the suspension set up in the front. We got nice Wheelwood brakes with rotors, 15x8 wheel, 245 tire in the front, and we just got to bust out all the rear suspension and then pretty much just clean things up. I already got most of the wiring cleaned up inside. Most of the wiring is done in the base, so it's almost ready to just start and drive. Something fell apart inside the fucking transmission. I think the fucking fucking bearing fell off somehow because it would not go into gear. And it makes a noise when I push in the clutch and try and fucking crank it. So I have no idea what that is about. But that is what this fucking channel is all about. How to kind of build cars like this and see the issues people run into and how to avoid those issues, I guess. So I've done a lot of clutches before. This has never happened to me. So yeah, I guess we're gonna have to take it apart and see, which sucks because I was hoping this tranny would not come out until it blows, and it's definitely hasn't even moved yet. And it already has to get pulled, so I'm just stoked about that. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much a little wrap up of what is done on the car so far. Still need to get the boost controller hooked up, wastegates plumbed in. They're just kind of sitting there right now. I gotta run the lines. That's easy. I gotta run lines for the boost controller and stuff. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show it on a video later on, because there's a lot of people that like to know how to set those up. But I'm just gonna tuck the wires over here so no one can see them. Keep it nice and hidden. Try and keep it as nice and tucked as I can. Oh yeah, and we got some nice Skunk 2 Pro Series fucking camber kits up here to help with alignment when we go and get the car aligned. But yeah, that's pretty much it on the car for now. So we are back. Videos will be coming back soon.